My brothers and sisters, imagine that someone came to you today and offered you something that could change your life forever. Something that could bring peace to your heart, remove difficulties from your path, and become a reason for your success when you stand before Allah. Would you recognize its value and accept it? Or would you turn away from it without realizing what you have lost? Many people spend their entire lives searching for opportunities. They look for wealth, status, comfort, and success in this world. But sometimes the greatest opportunities are not the ones that increase what we have in our hands. They are the ones that increase what we have waiting for us with Allah. My brothers and sisters, not every offer comes with money. Not every gift comes wrapped in a beautiful package. Some of the greatest gifts Allah sends to His servants come in forms that people often overlook. They come as sincere advice from someone who cares about you. They come as an opportunity to help another person. They come as a chance to forgive someone and clean your heart from hatred. But sadly, many people accept what benefits their worldly life while refusing what benefits their soul. They chase temporary pleasures but ignore the doors of mercy that Allah opens for them. Sometimes a person rejects a reminder because of pride, refuses a good deed because of laziness, or rejects forgiveness because of anger. Then later, they realize that what they turned away from was actually a blessing from Allah. The question we must ask ourselves is, how many blessings have we refused simply because we did not recognize them? My brothers and sisters, have you ever rejected something that later you realized was actually a blessing from Allah? Maybe it was advice you did not want to hear, an opportunity to do good that you delayed, or a chance to forgive someone that you ignored. Share your reflection in the comments, because your experience may become a reminder for someone else. In this reminder, we will discuss 3 things that a believer should never refuse when they are offered. 3 doors of goodness that can bring us closer to Allah and protect us from regret. My brothers and sisters, the first thing that a believer should never refuse when it is offered is sincere advice and a reminder that brings us closer to Allah. One of the greatest tests of the human heart is not recognizing truth, but accepting it when it comes from someone else. Sometimes a person knows something is correct, but their pride prevents them from accepting it. They think, "Why should I listen to him?" Or, "Who is he to advise me?" But a believer does not measure the truth by who delivers it. A believer looks at the message itself and asks, "Is this something that can bring me closer to Allah?" My brothers and sisters, sometimes Allah sends guidance to us through another person, a friend, a family member, a teacher, or even someone younger than us may say words that protect us from a mistake we did not see coming. The person who sincerely advises you may not be criticizing you. They may actually be trying to save you. Allah tells us in the Qur'an, "And remind, for indeed the reminder benefits the believers." Surah Ad-Dariyat 51-55. This verse teaches us that reminders have a purpose. The believer is not someone who never needs advice. The believer is someone who benefits from advice because their heart remains humble before Allah. Look at the example of the prophets. They were the best of creation, yet they spent their lives reminding their people, guiding them toward the truth. But many rejected their messages, not because the reminders were wrong, but because arrogance prevented people from accepting them. Think about Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. He called his people to worship Allah alone for many years. He advised them day and night, privately and publicly, yet many turned away from him. Their problem was not a lack of evidence. Their problem was that their hearts refused to submit to the truth. And this lesson continues until today. How many people ignore financial advice until they lose their wealth? How many ignore warnings about their health until sickness arrives? How many ignore reminders about their relationship with Allah until they reach a moment of regret and wish they had changed earlier? My brothers and sisters, the wise person is not the one who never makes mistakes. The wise person is the one who accepts correction before the mistake becomes a disaster. A sincere reminder may feel uncomfortable, But sometimes the words that hurt our ego are the very words that save our future. So ask yourself, when someone gives you sincere advice, do you listen with humility, or do you immediately become defensive? My brothers and sisters, do you find it easy or difficult to accept advice from others? Why? Share your thoughts, because reflecting on this question may help us understand the condition of our own hearts. My brothers and sisters, the second thing that a believer should never refuse when it is offered is an opportunity to do good. Many people think that blessings only come in the form of wealth, success, or comfort. But sometimes the greatest blessing Allah gives a person is the chance to become a reason for goodness in someone else's life, an opportunity to help someone, to give charity, to support a family member, to visit someone who is sick, or to make another person smile. These are not ordinary moments. These are doors of reward that Allah opens for us. But one of the tricks of Shaitan is to make people delay good deeds. He whispers, "You can do it later." He makes people think they will have more time, more money, or a better opportunity in the future. But the reality is that tomorrow is not guaranteed. The opportunity that exists today may never return. Allah reminds us in the Qur'an, "And whatever good you put forward for yourselves, you will find it with Allah." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:110. My brothers and sisters, notice the beauty of this verse. Allah does not say that the good you do disappears. He tells us that every act of goodness is preserved with Him. Every charity that nobody saw, every person you helped quietly, every sacrifice you made for the sake of Allah, it is all waiting for you. Look at the example of the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him. They understood that opportunities to do good were treasures. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, encouraged the companions to give charity, Abu Bakr radiallahu anh came with everything he had. When he was asked what he left for his family, he showed his complete trust in Allah. Umar radiallahu anhu also wanted to compete in generosity. He brought a large portion of his wealth, hoping that this would be the moment he would surpass Abu Bakr radiallahu anh. But he realized that Abu Bakr's sincerity and sacrifice were at another level. The lesson is not only about money. The lesson is about recognizing opportunities. They saw a chance to please Allah, and they rushed toward it. Today we still see examples of this around us. We see people collecting support for families affected by disasters. We see communities coming together during times of hardship. We see ordinary people becoming a reason why another person survives, recovers, or finds hope again. Maybe you think your action is small. Maybe you think one meal, one donation, one kind word, or one helping hand does not matter. But with Allah, small deeds done sincerely can become something azim. My brothers and sisters, one day the money you saved will remain behind. The possessions you collected will belong to others, but the good you sent forward will wait for you when you need it most. So before you refuse an opportunity to do good, remember, maybe this is a door Allah opened for you, and maybe it will not open again. My brothers and sisters, what is one good deed you delayed, but later wished you had done immediately? Share your reflection in the comments. Your answer may inspire someone else to act before the opportunity is gone. My brothers and sisters, the third thing that a believer should never refuse when it is offered is the opportunity for forgiveness and reconciliation. One of the greatest gifts Allah gives a person is the ability to forgive. Yet many people lose years of happiness because they hold on to anger, resentment, and pride. They allow one mistake, one argument, or one painful moment to build a wall between hearts that were once close. My brothers and sisters, refusing to forgive does not always punish the person who hurt you. Sometimes it only burdens your own heart. The pain remains inside you, the memories continue to disturb you, and the relationship remains broken, all because pride prevents healing. But Islam teaches us that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. Forgiveness is a sign of strength. Anyone can respond to anger with anger, but it takes a heart connected to Allah to control itself and choose mercy. Allah says in the Qur'an, "Let them pardon and overlook. Would you not love that Allah should forgive you?" Surah An-Nur 24:22. My brothers and sisters, reflect on the beauty of this verse. Allah connects our forgiveness of others with our hope for His forgiveness. Every one of us makes mistakes. Every one of us needs Allah's mercy. So how can we ask Allah to overlook our faults while we refuse to overlook the faults of others? Look at the beautiful example of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. He was a man known for his generosity and kindness. Among those he supported financially was a person who later hurt him through his words and actions. Because of this pain, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu decided to stop helping him. But Allah revealed words reminding him of something greater: forgive and overlook. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu immediately returned to forgiveness and continued his generosity. This was not because the hurt did not matter, it was because pleasing Allah mattered more. The lesson for us is powerful. Sometimes forgiving someone is not only a gift we give to them, it is a gift we give to ourselves and a reason we hope Allah forgives us. My brothers and sisters, look around us today. How many families have been separated for years because nobody wants to make the first move? How many friendships ended because both sides are waiting for the other person to apologize first? How many people stand at graves wishing they had forgiven someone before it was too late? Sometimes we think we have plenty of time. We think, I will forgive them one day. But we forget that life can change in a moment. Do not wait until the graveyard becomes the place where you finally forgive someone. Do not wait until a person is gone before you realize that pride was not worth losing years of love and connection. If Allah has opened a door for reconciliation, do not close it because of your ego. If someone reaches out with peace, do not reject it because of old wounds. Choose what brings you closer to Allah. My brothers and sisters, ask yourself honestly, is there someone you need to forgive before it becomes too late? If there is, then perhaps this reminder is the opportunity Allah has sent you today. My brothers and sisters, after reflecting on these three things, accepting sincere advice, rushing toward opportunities to do good, and opening our hearts to forgiveness, we must understand a serious reality. Sometimes the greatest loss in life is not what we lose, but what we refuse. Many people think loss means losing money, losing possessions, or losing status. But a person can lose something far greater, a chance that Allah placed in their path. Some people refuse advice because of ego. They hear words that could protect them, guide them, and improve their lives, but their pride says, I do not need to listen. Some people refuse opportunities to do good because of laziness. They say, I will help tomorrow, I will give later, or I will change when I have more time. But sometimes tomorrow never comes, and the opportunity disappears. Some people refuse forgiveness because of pride. They allow anger to control their hearts, forgetting that they themselves are servants who constantly need Allah's forgiveness and mercy. My brothers and sisters, every refusal can close a door that Allah opened for us, a door of guidance, a door of reward, a door of healing. Look at the example of Iblis. His destruction did not come because he lacked knowledge. He knew Allah existed. He had worshipped Allah. But when Allah commanded him to bow to Adam alayhi salam, arrogance entered his heart. He refused the command because he believed himself to be better. His pride caused him to reject the truth, and that rejection became the reason for his downfall. This is a warning for every believer. A heart filled with arrogance can prevent a person from accepting blessings, even when those blessings are right in front of them. My brothers and sisters, remember this powerful reminder. The biggest loss is not losing wealth. The biggest loss is losing an opportunity Allah placed in your path. A reminder that could change you, a good deed that could benefit you, a forgiveness that could heal you. These are treasures. Do not allow pride, laziness, or anger to make you turn away from them. So ask yourself honestly today, when Allah sends me an opportunity, do I recognize it or do I ignore it? My brothers and sisters, which one of these three is the hardest for you personally? Accepting advice, doing good immediately, or forgiving others? Share your reflection, because recognizing our weakness is the first step toward improving ourselves for the sake of Allah. My brothers and sisters, one of the greatest lessons a believer must learn is that Allah's blessings do not always arrive in the way we expect. Sometimes we are waiting for a blessing that looks beautiful, feels comfortable, and immediately brings happiness. But Allah, in His perfect wisdom, may send us something that feels difficult at first, a conversation we do not want to hear, a challenge that tests our patience, or an opportunity that requires us to sacrifice. Yet behind that difficulty may be a hidden mercy. A sincere advice from someone who cares about you may feel painful, but it may be the very words that protect you from a mistake. A person who comes to you asking for help may seem like a burden, but perhaps Allah has chosen you to become a reason for their relief and has written a great reward for you. A chance to forgive someone may feel like giving up your pride, but it may actually be the reason Allah forgives you. Allah reminds us in the Qur'an, perhaps you dislike something while it is good for you, and perhaps you love something while it is bad for you, and Allah knows while you do not know. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. My brothers and sisters, how many times have we judged a situation too quickly? How many times have we thought something was a hardship, only to discover later that Allah was guiding us through it? There are people who accepted advice they initially disliked, but that advice changed the direction of their lives. They corrected their mistakes, improved their character, and became closer to Allah. There are people who gave charity when they thought they had little, but Allah placed unexpected ease and blessings in their lives. They learned that what they gave for Allah was never truly lost. There are people who chose forgiveness after years of anger, and because of that one decision, families were reunited, hearts were healed, and relationships were restored. My brothers and sisters, sometimes Allah places treasures in front of us, but we fail to recognize them because they do not look like treasures. So take a moment and ask yourself, what blessing did I reject before because I did not understand its value? What advice did I ignore that could have benefited me? What opportunity for goodness did I delay? What relationship could be healed if I chose forgiveness? And most importantly, what opportunity is Allah placing before me today? Because the believer does not only look at what happens in life, the believer looks for the wisdom of Allah behind what happens in life. May Allah give us hearts that recognize His hidden gifts and eyes that see opportunities for goodness before they disappear. My brothers and sisters, after learning about these three things that we should never refuse, the question becomes, how do we recognize these opportunities when Allah places them in our lives? Because the reality is that opportunities for goodness do not always announce themselves. Sometimes they appear as a simple conversation, a small act of kindness, or a difficult decision that tests our hearts. Before refusing something, pause and ask yourself a few important questions. First, does this bring me closer to Allah? If something helps you improve your faith, your character, or your relationship with Allah, do not reject it simply because it feels difficult. Second, is this sincere advice that can benefit me? Do not allow your ego to block a message that may protect you from a mistake. A humble heart accepts truth, even when it comes from someone else. Third, will accepting this create goodness for others? Sometimes Allah gives you an opportunity not only to benefit yourself, but to become a source of relief, happiness, and support for another person. And finally, ask yourself, is my refusal coming from wisdom, or is it coming from pride? Because there is a difference between making a wise decision and rejecting something simply because your heart does not want to accept it. My brothers and sisters, make this part of your daily practice. Accept reminders with humility. Search for opportunities to serve others. Be the person who brings goodness wherever you go. And make forgiveness a part of your character, because a heart that forgives is a heart that hopes for Allah's forgiveness. Do not wait for a perfect moment to do good. Do not wait until you have more wealth, more time, or fewer responsibilities. The opportunity in front of you today may be the opportunity Allah has chosen for your reward. My brothers and sisters, today, choose one door of goodness that you will stop refusing. Accept the reminder. Do the good deed. Take the step toward forgiveness. Perhaps the small action you take today will become one of the greatest reasons for your success with Allah tomorrow. My brothers and sisters, as we come to the end of this reminder, let us remember 3 important doors of goodness. Do not refuse sincere reminders that bring you closer to Allah. Do not refuse opportunities to do good, because every good deed you send forward is waiting for you with Allah. And do not refuse forgiveness when Allah opens the door for reconciliation, because a forgiving heart is a heart that hopes for Allah's mercy. My brothers and sisters, many people ask Allah for blessings, but when blessings arrive, they do not recognize them. May Allah give us hearts that recognize His gifts, humility that accepts truth, and souls that rush toward goodness. O Allah, remove arrogance from our hearts and replace it with humility. Make us among those who accept guidance and benefit from sincere reminders. O Allah, forgive our mistakes. Help us forgive those who have wronged us, and make every opportunity we receive a means of earning your pleasure. O Allah, guide our hearts, improve our character, and make us people who recognize and appreciate the blessings you place in our path. Ameen.